Hey there. Imagine you and I are sitting across from each other right now, grabbing a coffee for a career mentoring session. You're about to take one of the absolute biggest steps of your academic life, and I am here to guide you through the whole process. Consider this explainer your ultimate step-by-step blueprint for landing a 2026 internship. We're going to take all the guesswork out of the equation today and build a strategy that actually works.
Look, I know exactly how you might be feeling right now. That jump from the highly structured world of school into the wild, totally unpredictable professional world, it is incredibly daunting. You might be staring at a blank resume right now, wondering how on earth you're supposed to get experience when every entry-level job seems to demand it already. But take a deep breath. I have some really great news. Finding these opportunities online in 2026 is literally easier than it has ever been. We are way past the days of staring at old college notice boards or just relying on who you know.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our lesson plan for today's session. 1. The value of an internship. 2. Building your application portfolio. 3. Navigating the top platforms. 4. Acing the behavioral interview. And 5. Spotting and avoiding scams.
Starting right off with step 1, the value of an internship and why it's so much more than just a resume booster.
Before you even think about hitting that apply button, we really need to get completely aligned on what you're aiming to get out of this experience. An internship is a massive career accelerator. Sure, you get the real-world experience and skill development, but look closely at career clarity on this list. It actually helps you figure out what you enjoy doing, and honestly, what you absolutely don't want to do. And perhaps the most crucial point here is better job opportunities. A lot of companies treat internships basically like an extended interview. This means these roles very often serve as a direct paved path to a permanent full-time position right after you graduate.
Moving on to step 2, building your application portfolio and how to actually stand out in 2026.
All right, I need to put on my serious mentor hat for a second. The market right now is super competitive. You absolutely must build a rock-solid foundation before you even open a single job board. Your resume is your very first impression, so you control the narrative. Keep the formatting simple and highly professional. But the real secret sauce? Tracking your metrics. Don't just say you helped with a marketing campaign, say you increased social media engagement by 20%. And always start your bullet points with strong action verbs to really power up your academic projects and relevant skills.
And this brilliantly illustrates what I'm talking about. There is a massive difference between an application that gets totally ignored and one that actually lands an interview. A generic approach where you just blindly fire off the exact same resume to 50 different companies is a huge waste of your time. You need a customized portfolio. Tailor your resume for the specific role, write a personalized cover letter addressing that specific company's needs, and remember, show, don't just tell. Show your practical skills through real projects. That could be a GitHub portfolio for my software engineers, a personal website for the designers out there, or detailed case studies showing off your problem-solving chops.
All right, step 3, navigating the top platforms. So we are working smarter, not harder. So the global guide we're referencing today lists 25 distinct platforms. Obviously, that is way too many to just browse aimlessly. Let's strategically look at these based on your specific career field. For my tech students out there, I highly recommend checking out AngelList, which is now known as WellFound, along with GitHub Jobs. They are incredible for startup roles. Finance students, you'll want to target specialized sites like Vault and eFinancial Careers. And do you notice how LinkedIn and Indeed show up across the board for tech, marketing, and finance? That is because experts highly suggest using those massive global platforms in combination with the smaller niche sites to get your absolute maximum exposure. Next up, let's categorize by location and type. The real beauty of 2026 is the immense flexibility right at your fingertips. If you're looking for a traditional global role, LinkedIn and Handshake are fantastic go-tos. But hey, if you want the incredible cultural experience of working in a foreign country, look into Go Abroad or Global Placement. Or maybe you highly value the flexibility of a 100% remote schedule, which employers are totally embracing these days. Platforms like Virtual Internships and Capital Placement can connect you with global companies without you ever having to leave your living room.
Finally, let's talk about where you're at experience-wise. If you're a total beginner with minimal experience, please do not panic. Do not let imposter syndrome win today. There are platforms specifically built for you, like WayUp and Internshala, which focus heavily on students and fresh grads. As you level up your skills, you graduate to Handshake, which utilizes some really great exclusive college partnerships. And for my advanced students looking to really push the envelope, set your sights on YC Jobs for top-tier startup roles or the intern group for premium international placements.
Okay, time for a little bit of tough love. 50 to 100. That is the actual number of applications experts suggest you submit. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is a very competitive market. To really increase your chances of getting selected based on current competition rates, it truly just becomes a numbers game. And this is exactly why you need that highly efficient, customizable portfolio we talked about earlier, so you can maintain high quality while still hitting this necessary volume.
Which brings us to step 4, acing the behavioral interview and closing the deal.
Guess what? Your tailored portfolio and hitting that high application volume actually worked. You landed the meeting. Now it is time to close the deal. Before you jump on that video call or walk into their office, you absolutely must run through this prep checklist. Step 1. Practice the technical questions for your specific role. Step 2. Prepare for the behavioral questions. Step 3. Research the company and the broader industry trends so you sound like an insider. And Step 4. Please, whatever you do, do not skip this. Practice mock interviews with your peers or mentors. Saying your answers out loud is vastly different from just thinking about them quietly in your head.
So the absolutely crucial point here is figuring out how to handle those really tricky behavioral questions. You know, the ones that always start with, "Tell me about a time when." To master these effortlessly, you use the STAR method. It's perfectly defined right here on the screen. You simply outline the situation you were in, the specific task you needed to accomplish, the action you took to solve the problem, and finally, the quantifiable result of your efforts. It completely structures your thoughts and guarantees you're telling a concise, compelling story every single time.
Finally, we are at step 5, spotting and avoiding scams, because we need to make sure you're protecting yourself.
All right, as your virtual mentor, I need to take a very serious protective tone for a minute. While the digital job market is full of truly incredible opportunities, it's unfortunately also home to bad actors who are just looking to take advantage of eager students. I want you to read this expert warning directly from our source material with me. Experts warn students to avoid fake internships that demand fees or have unprofessional communication. Let me make this abundantly crystal clear. No legitimate company will ever ask you to pay them for an opportunity to work, ever.
To make absolutely sure you don't fall victim to these modern traps, I'm giving you a strict 3-step protocol for vetting companies. Step 1. Always verify the official company website and domain. If an email comes from a generic address instead of a corporate domain, be highly suspicious. Step 2. Verify their legitimate contact info. Can you find real people who work there on LinkedIn? Step 3. Ensure there are absolutely no requests for upfront payments, hidden fees, or strange requests to buy your own equipment using a check they provide. Stay vigilant out there.
And there we have it. We have covered the whole strategy from end to end with a customized application portfolio, a clear understanding of the STAR interview method, and a smart, targeted approach to utilizing multiple platforms, all while staying safe from scams. You are fully equipped to launch your global career right now. The opportunities waiting for you in 2026 are practically endless. So my final question to you is, which platform are you going to conquer first? Get out there, start applying, and go secure that internship.